Manhattan, once the most prestigious borough of New York, is now suffocated by illegal immigrants and addicts on the streets. It's pure madness. You can encounter a zombie invasion if you go for a walk in the evening on the streets of this city. Manhattan is home to the most expensive real estate and the most famous offices of major international companies. And yet, real zombies roam around these buildings. I don't know what else to call these people who are constantly high and look like they're ready to eat you alive. As a child, I watched American films that showed the streets of New York, its famous skyscrapers, people in tuxedos and beautiful clothes, strolling with coffee in hand or rushing to work. But what has happened now? Where is that image from the movies? Why are people afraid to go outside at night? Unfortunately, this is today's reality, which no one seems willing to combat. The famous Hollywood Walk of Fame actually looks completely different from how it's shown on PTV. News reports make it look pretty. Celebrities receive their stars here. Some actors and singers kiss their awards. But as soon as these events are over and the cameras turn off, everything in these places becomes completely different. Thousands of homeless people pitch their tents right on top of those very stars with celebrities' names. People in alcoholic and altered states look like zombies. They walk these streets and scare people. Celebrities would never come here without security. They wouldn't kiss their stars without cameras. I'm showing it as it is. I'm not making anything up. Everyone who now lives in Los Angeles knows very well what goes on the Walk of Fame. In reality, we long ago lost the Hollywood we were once shown on TV. Forget it, friends, and see what's really going on here. The United States was the main country many people on the planet wanted to visit. They watched Hollywood movies that showed mansions with swimming pools in the Hollywood Hills and huge houses in quiet neighborhoods with green lawns. People watched American TV series with tall palm trees or enormous skyscrapers. They saw cheerful and successful Americans on their TV screens. But these people didn't know that recently, entire huge cities have emerged in the United States that are literally filled with homeless and addicted people. For example, there's the city of Kensington. You definitely don't want to go there after seeing these images. Just so you understand, these are the most harmless videos, because YouTube won't allow other videos showing the terrible things happening on the streets of this city. Many try to turn a blind eye to what's happening. And then there's Philadelphia. Its streets are also a nightmare. Illegal substances are the main source of food here, judging by the people you can meet on the streets of this city. Tourists haven't been coming here for a long time. Many leave, but many stay and become part of this vast army of zombies. On the left, you see the subway in the US. Yes, on the right, you see the subway in other countries. The subway in the US, unfortunately, lags far behind the subway in other cities around the world. Los Angeles and New York have the dirtiest subways, inhabited by some of the most bizarre and dangerous people. The subway stations themselves look like tin cans. Look at the subway in St. Petersburg or Moscow, Russia. They're veritable underground palaces. Look at the subway in Chinese cities. They're ultra-modern. But why does the subway in developed America look so bad? And why don't people want to use it? There are so many illegal immigrants, homeless people, and people high on illegal drugs. You can easily get robbed or harmed here. I repeat, I don't want to deliberately speak badly of the United States. I'm just talking about what's really going on. I'm talking about things that aren't usually talked about. After all, when people hear about the United States, they imagine the American dream. A quiet, measured life in their own big house with a white fence. People aren't ready to learn that homeless people live next to them in tents, who might take illegal drugs and rob their home. But, unfortunately, anything is possible in our lives. For example, I can partially understand the homeless people in Los Angeles. It's always warm there. You can pitch a tent near the beach and live on government benefits. Many people get used to this life and don't want to change a thing. But New York doesn't have the same great climate as Los Angeles. How do people survive there? Or are the benefits enough to rent a place? Where do unemployed people get the money to buy illegal substances? Why aren't the authorities fighting what's happening on the streets of US cities? I hope you'll help me answer these questions in the comments below this video. Friends, as the creator of the Asia Films channel, I'm currently saving up for a new computer so I can make high-quality videos for our channel. Currently, I've only accumulated 3% of the required amount. If you have the means and desire to help me with this, all the links will be in the video description, and the code is on the screen right now. I'll be naming everyone who helped me in my new videos. Tell me what city or country you're from. If you live in America or have been there and disagree with what I said in this video, let me know in the comments. Let's see how many of you there are. Share this video with your friends. Let them express their opinions. Tell me which country or city I should make my next video about.